See if that worked. All right, starting the stream. All right, we are going to give this a few minutes here to see what's going on. See how we're doing here. All right, so according to this, we are good. Guys, this is just a kind of not a test stream. I'm just kind of playing around with the idea of a few things here. So I'm going to sit here and wait a few minutes for people to come in. And if you're watching this after the fact, by all means, please fast forward to the meat and potatoes of everything. But we're going to have a look at a really cool line of cars that I started collecting by accident, completely by accident. I keep kicking over the stupid tripod over here. I got little marks on the table where I'm going to put things. Now they're not lined up anymore. So I don't know. So what's up, creepers and geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How is everyone doing tonight, guys? I'm going to try to do things more often like this, especially while we're amidst all this nonsense. I know we here are going stir crazy. I can only imagine how the rest of everyone else is doing. So I want to mix it up. You know, we did a board game already. Of course, we've done plenty of video games between now and in the beginning of all this, in the beginning of time. Why not toss a few toys around? So I got a bunch of these like little cars that we're gonna show off here pretty soon. They're from a company called Manatee. I don't know if they're still around or not. They're called Mini Mad Wheelz. They're about the same size as your micro machines. Now, normally I don't collect anything like that. But not too long ago, if you recall correctly, I got a package from Ordo Necro over on the Instagrams, and within there was 4 of these things, and it kind of sparked a new desire. They're only 25 in the total line, 2 series, and we'll go over the ones I have. I don't have a full collection, but it doesn't seem like a full collection is out of reach. So I may actually go for a complete collection of these, depending on price and everything. And I've seen them priced all over the planet with these things. Some of them are really high, some of them are really low, some of them are pretty moderate. After I got these 4, I actually got the next 5 in a package for I think $11 after shipping and all that. So we'll get to them. And they got the most random, funky little faces and stuff like that, and the kooky names to go with it. Just really fun stuff. So enough of that. Let's get to the board here where you're going to be able to see them. So in series 1, and what I'll do is I'll talk about each series, and then I'll mention the ones I have as I show them. The initial one's called Fast Food. There was 5 total. One of them was, you'll see this chicken one I have here, and that one was a golden one. I think that came in an 8-pack, this big special thing that had, I think it had 8 of them, and like an obstacle course, like little orange cones and all that good stuff. To have obstacle courses and stuff for it. But for the most part, you got these in 2 or 4 packs. So the first series was called Fast Food. Now, out of those, I have 2. The first one I'm going to show you here is this guy called the Pizza Shredder. Let me see if I can't get him to... You're not really going to see him too well there, so let me turn him over. Some of them I'm going to have to lift straight up. But he's literally just a slice of pizza. Unfortunately, my camera's not the greatest. It's not going to pick up details. But he's mostly orange and yellow with some red spots all over him. They all have this setup here with the small, the big and littles, as they call it in hot rod days, with white markings on the wheels that say Mini Mad Wheelz. But this guy right here, he is the Pizza Shredder. And the only other one from that line I have is one called the Early Bird Special. And that is this guy right here. It's a chicken. It's a chicken. And again, he has a gold variant that I guess you would consider the chase the Chase variant of Series 1 fast food. Those are the only two that I have for those. But yeah, that's, I'm going to check here real quick on my phone and see if I'm actually even live. According to everything else here, I am. But YouTube's been kind of wacky lately. MC Murr was live a few minutes ago. Yeah, according to this, I am. Okay, good. All right, so let's get those put aside for now. We'll do a lineup. So the next series in next line in Series 1 were called the Road Warriors. Now there were 4 total in that one. I honestly only have 1, unfortunately. And that guy would be Knight Rider. And he's literally just a knight's helmet on some Mad Wheels. Not my favorite of the bunch, but the theming, it's pretty cool. It gets the job done, He's got his little lance there. So he can poke you in the eye or something like that. Really nice helmet. I actually thought about getting one of these and customizing it to look like a Mandalorian. How cool would that be? Yeah. So that's the only one in that line that I actually have. You know what? I do have the website up. No, we won't talk about the ones I don't have. What's the point of doing that? I do plan on getting a full collection here. So eventually we will look at them all. So the next one is called Spare Parts, and we're still in the first series, okay? Spare parts consisted of literally body parts. The first one here is probably my favorite, one of my favorites of the whole line. It's called Brain Drain. And he's literally just a brain. Just a brain on wheels, but here's the cool thing. He's got eyeballs. He's got the eyeballs. Eyeballs. Your brain sees all, brother. Again, just really gnarly. Kind of reminds me of the old Ed Roth style cartoons. Maybe it's the buggy eyeballs. I don't know. It's just a really wacky design. Really cool. Let me put him aside. And the only other one I have in that line is one called, let's see, I got it written down here, I Soar. Not soar as in ouch, but soar as in like soaring kite. And it's literally just an eyeball. I don't know if that's supposed to be hair on the back. I'm not sure. But it's literally an eyeball on wheels. You see what I mean by the randomness of these things? Let me get this guy, stick it straight up so you can see him. There you go. There's a whole bunch of eyeballs staring you right in the effing face. So, yeah, that's Spare Parts. I think there's a foot and a nose. No, there was teeth and a nose. There was chattering teeth and a nose. I don't think the teeth actually chattered, but that was that. Okay, so the last of what I have. Now we're going into Series 2. There's two lines, or I don't know, categories. One was called Roadkill that had 4, and one called Sports Nuts that had 4. I don't have any of those, but these are the 4 that actually started me down this road with this collection here. And they're called Monster Motors. And if you follow me on Instagram, I know for shit sure you have seen these guys. There's 4 total, and I actually have all 4. So we'll start off with how I wrote them down. Very unimaginative name. This one's called Dragula. You can see why. I'll let you see the top of his head real quick first, and then we'll wheelie him up so you can see his face, his wacky tongue face. This guy cracks me up. I don't know. He's got this raspberry, black raspberry colored face. His tongue sticking out. I haven't seen any color variants on any of these, so I don't know if there's like a more paler skin one or not. But either way, that's our Dracula-esque figure. And next we have Goon Buggy. Now, what's Goon Buggy going to be? Do you know? These are all going to be Universal Monster-style things. Let me get them right up. Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster. Give you a nice look like that. Oh, as you can see, there's his chin. So I'll hold it up. Really great detail on this one. I wish my camera could pick that up. The red stitches on the side, the grin, the wrinkles, everything. Just a really, really great representation of the character. Yeah. So the next one is called Mum V, V-E-E. And yes, it is a representation of the mummy. Pretty cool. That one could, depending on how you colored it up, could also be a zombie. I don't know. And of course, last we have Wolf's Wagon. And that is your Wolfman style something or other. They went with an interesting color scheme on this one too. Orange and purple. Great colors, great Halloween colors, but I don't get what they were thinking with that right there. So, and like I said, there's two sets in Series 2 that I don't have any of. Roadkill, which is basically just animals with like tire tracks on them. And Sports Nuts, which are just wacky versions of like footballs and baseballs and shit like that. So let me get them all lined up on the screen somehow here for you, and we'll get the other guys in the shot. We'll do that so you can see his eyeballs. You can see the eyeballs. Oh no. Here we go. We got the knight. We'll just leave the knight like that. Fast. Fast food. Get it? Because they're cars. Oh man, some of the early bird special. That's funny. That's funny. This could have went with the roadkill too, but they ended up going with the theme of fast food with that one, fried chicken, no doubt. So I'm not seeing anybody in the chat. So if people are chatting, I apologize for not answering questions. Let me go into some settings here. No. So either nobody's in here, or not seeing anything. Although the live stream health doesn't look that great, so it's probably because I'm further away from the router itself. But either way, I'm not seeing anyone chatting. So, okay, it says two are watching. Okay, there's Coleco Joe. Coleco Joe, what's up, brother? If you're just coming in, buddy, we're coming to the end of things. But yeah, these are Mad Wheelz by Manatee. Fuck it, it's a live stream, so I might as well go through the spiel again now that people are here. But they came out in 2003. There's 25 total. These are the only 9 that I have. You have a little bit from Series 1 and 2. You got a fast food series. You have the Road Warriors. We have Spare Parts. Monster Motors. Roadkill, which I don't have any of those. And Sports Nuts, which I don't have any of those. So just to recap, we got Pizza Shredder. We got Early Bird Special, which is another version of him that's gold. Going over to the Road Warriors, we have Knight Rider, not very imaginative in the name. The Spare Parts, we have Brain Drain and Eyesore, and soar as in you're soaring in the heavens. Monster Motors, we have Dragula, Goon Buggy, Wolf's with an S wagon, and Mum V, V-E-E, like the guitar. So yeah, that's my look at my humble collection. 9 out of 25 of the Manatee Mini Mad Wheelz with a Z. I'm glad there's more than just the monsters. I mean, they're pretty wacky. There's a couple of pirate ones, mashed up animals. I mean, some French fries. This is all kinds of random wackiness. And again, they're about the same size as your average, what do you call those little things? Micro Machines. Remember that guy? Talked fast. What was his name? Someone comment, what was that guy's name? He was real famous for talking really fast. He became the spokesperson for Micro Machines. What's going on here? I remember something similar to these in the late 70s and early 80s. Dude, there were a bunch of things like this. And I remember Willie actually did a video of something similar that he had gotten. It was a Hot Wheels, though, at a gas station. And it was this kind of an idea. but it was Hot Wheels size. And then in the 60s or in the 70s, there's one that's really famous that has like a skeleton or a Grim Reaper. There's a whole bunch of series just like this with different names. I wish I could think of a few of them because they easily get confused into the same lump. These are usually collected by the guys who collect Micro Machines. So if you go to Micro Machines websites, what does puremicros.com, I believe, is one of the main ones. You can find these and see the entire set and see where everything divides and from what company and what, because it's easy to mash them all together. Because they're the same idea. They're randomness. They're just these wacky, goofy things with Hot Wheels, hot rod wheels on them. You know. So I don't know. What can you do? So that's my look at them. I hope whoever got to see whatever enjoyed it, and I hope the webcam was manageable for you. Again, I'm a little further away from the router in the house than I probably should be to stream. But I really wanted to test this out because we're going to be stuck in the house for a while, and I want to come up with different ideas. Like I said, we did the board game thing, and of course we do the video games, which I can just do straight on the laptop. I don't actually need the webcam to do that, but I don't know. So go ahead and leave your feedback down below if you're watching after the fact, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You know what? Let me switch the screen here so you're looking at me now. Pay attention to me! But no, seriously, guys, thanks for coming in. I know it's a Tuesday night. You don't get any more random than cars with big heads on them and all that stuff. But yeah, go ahead and leave your feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down. All feedback to the Creep is positive, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're all hanging in there. And until next time, take care. Creep for real. I already said that. And bye-bye.